is our shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh I like down in a green pasture. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restored I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Who prepare a table before I. In the presence of our enemy, them who anointed I head with no oil. My cup runneth to over. Surely goodness and mercy, I go follow I all the days of I life. I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah, kedema way gromabe. How ma uso bolisa, I don't know what to. It was clear for. How ma uso bolisa, akpe kaka, akpe siya. How time you moye? Oh you all adon. Oh, you all adon. Oh, you all adon. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. Now, here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral because we are not. We are taking sides, the side of the truth. That is why we call ourselves the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food. And all this palatability for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. This is what we do here, literally. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, and we subject all these ideas to some crucial forensic scrutiny, right after which we tease out, yes, we tease out the creme de la creme of all these ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power, ultimately. And we are live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram. Please also find us on X. Oh, yes, formerly called Twitter. And on TikTok, we keep thinking and talking with the hands of patriotism. This is the headquarters of the truth, the domicile of the truth, the address of the truth, the hometown of the truth, the bedroom of the truth, the habitat of the truth. Oh, yes. The headquarters of the truth, and my name Black Rasta. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us. We apologize for the late start of the show. We have been following up some fraud cases, my brother, my sister, and we have been moving from one part of the city to the other. And we were called by the CID and the police at a very late hour, but we needed to be there so we will be able to have first-time information for you. And again, keep supporting us. Very soon we're going to have enough staff so that other people can do different things whilst we keep to the Black Pot on time. Please forgive us. We never take you for granted, never take your time for granted. In fact, we actually love you for your patience. We love you for supporting us. Today we're going to run with the speed of lightning. What we should have done in 2 hours, we'll do that in 1 hour. Full speed, non-stop, just to be able to beat the time. My brother, my sister, if you have not as yet subscribed to the channel, please hit on the subscription button now. And then also on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch us. If you're ready, come along, come here. Now, my brother, my sister, this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power, ultimately. Subscribe to the channel. Our numbers are also scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. We love you. We appreciate you. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. Please share the broadcast and make sure many more people can be part of this. If you're ready, let's get ready to rumble. Story number 1. Watch this. Reason Russian tourists came to Ghana revealed. Love was in Ghana, and he left behind a legacy of troubles and confusion. Love, my brother, my sister, filmed young ladies that he found on the streets of Ghana. And by streets, I simply want to mean people just walking about freely in this beautiful city called Accra, right here in Ghana. Most of them he picked up from the Accra Mall. Where he was lodging was not too far away from the Accra Mall. And he realized that a number of people, quality ladies, frequented the Accra Mall. So he decided to lay in ambush, waiting for his prey. He was the chief sex predator. And most of the time, he only spoke 4 sentences and he was ready for the kill. Hi, what is your name? How old are you? I am from Russia. I want you to follow me so I show you how I live. My brother, my sister, he spoke with a Russian accent. This is the guy we're talking about. He always had his blue watch and he wore glasses that we are told is able to film secretly. Now the Ghanaian authorities are angry with this guy. They are looking for him. In fact, Sam George has made it clear that he's working on the extradition of this guy called Love. My brother, my sister, the Love guy, originally from Russia, has since left the country, and extradition plans are already underway to bring him to come to the country and answer questions. Now, the Russian embassy in Ghana has already responded to the fray, the confusion that this guy has left behind. And what have they said in their tweet? It's very simple. They have heard about what is happening and they have taken note. This is it. Embassy of the Russian Federation. Oh yes. So the Embassy of the Russian Federation in the Republic of Ghana has taken note of the reports in the Ghanaian media on the alleged involvement of a supposedly Russian citizen engaged in sexual activities with some Ghanaian women and recorded and circulated these acts without consent. My brother, my sister, what information have they gathered so far? We have decided to dig deeper, to build a certain dossier from other people who encountered this guy called Love. My brother, my sister, is his real name Love? This guy called Love, who exactly is he? Apart from the fact that we just know his face. He's been to several countries known for sex tourism. He's been to Jamaica. He has been to the Trinidad and Tobago. He has been to so many countries that thrive in tourism, especially sex tourism. Now, the good thing about him is that he doesn't force anybody to have a sexual affair with him. His biggest crime is that he's exploiting women, especially when he films them and then he puts that out. So he takes money from people who want to watch these videos. We have seen a number of those videos and they are so nauseating. We can't put that out. My brother, my sister, some of these Ghanaian ladies, what this guy took them through. He doesn't film himself. He just films the act. You will see him penetrating these young ladies whilst they are screaming in ecstasy. And you could tell that he takes them through long bouts of sex. Because you could see some of them sweating profusely and some crying, not mourning. There's a difference between mourning and crying. My brother, if you haven't seen those videos yet, don't try to look at them because it is so nauseating. Out of the many videos he has put out on his private channel, I was privileged to see about 5 of them, my brother, and I couldn't go beyond 5. So nauseating. This guy is a very dirty guy. Now let's dig into his background. Let's build a certain dossier from people who have encountered him. In fact, credible sites that have published a few things about him. Run the dossier. Let's see exactly who this guy is. And if we check this out, it says Russian platform releases new details of viral man Vyacheslav. Shows what he lied about. 1. A Russian platform has revealed personal information about Vyacheslav, including his real name and other details he had lied about. Vyacheslav, as he is widely known, gained notoriety in Ghana and Kenya for filming women without their consent and posting the videos online. Now, the new information about the identity of this guy has only added to the growing online debate about his escapades. My brother, my sister, and this is the guy we are talking about, Vyacheslav. Now, the controversy erupted when videos of his exploits went viral on social media, reportedly shared in a private Telegram channel that contained intimate moments with the women. Oh, yes. Now, Vyacheslav reportedly approached women in malls and on the streets asking for their names and phone numbers before inviting them to his Airbnb apartment or hotel. Now, while some women rejected his advances, many accepted and later faced embarrassment when the clips were made public. His actions have drawn national attention, with authorities in both Kenya and Ghana launching investigations and calling for his arrest. But is that his real name? Who really is Vyacheslav? Now, in the videos, the man introduced himself as Vyacheslav Trahov. Now, according to online sources, Vyacheslav roughly translates to greater glory, while Trahov is a common Russian surname, making the pseudonym Greater Glory Trahov. However, the Russian platform Shot on Telegram revealed that he lied about his real name to the women he invited over, using Vyacheslav as a pseudonym to avoid being traced. Yes. Now, Shot reported that he styled himself as a pickup artist and blogger, sharing personal details including his supposed age, hometown, and images of himself without his now famous Meta glasses. But what is his real name? According to Shot, his real name is Vladislav Lyulkov. Vladislav Lyulkov, and he is 36 years old. He comes from Ulyanovsk Oblast, that's Ulyanovsk Oblast, and has used the aliases Vyacheslav and Vyacheslav Trahov everywhere is being told. As Short has discovered, 36-year-old professional seducer Vladislav Lyulkov, the real identity of the Ulyanovsk blogger, spent the last month on a sex trip in Ghana. Over the course of a month, Vyacheslav posted over 40 of his exploits. He has almost 37,000 followers on Telegram and 31,000 followers on YouTube. Short noted. This is the guy we're talking about. Is that his real name? Is that not his real name? Do we really care? All we know is that this is a sex predator who is taking advantage of women, and he is making money from this dirty exploitation of our beautiful women. Now, coming to Ghana, what really brought this guy to Ghana? Was he just a tourist, or he's a spy? Now, it looks like a former MP of Ablekuma North has the answer to why this guy actually came to Ghana. And we're talking about Shayla Bartels. This is the woman. How many of us recognize her? Her father is Kwamina Bartels. His father was MP for Ablekuma North, the same seat she inherited for 12 solid years. In other words, 3 terms running. This is Kwamina Bartels. Everybody knows him when it comes to Ghanaian politics. Oh yes, this is Kwamina Bartels. Now the Bartels actually are coming from the Afro-European heritage. There was a certain guy called, let me try and remember his name, Cornelius Ludwig Bartels. And he came all the way from England. He even became a governor of this country. The Gold Coast, then now called Ghana. He was called Cornelius Ludwig Bartels. And he was governor in this country from 1798 until somewhere 1804. Right after that, he packed bag and baggage and left. But he had a son. The son was called Karel Hendrik Bartels. This is the guy. Karel Hendrik Bartels. My brother, my sister, they were around the Cape Coast area. When they came, they started picking up young black ladies and making babies with them. This is the ancestor of the Bartels family. So Shayla Bartels is from the backbone of this guy and his father. Cornelius, the father, and Karel, the son. This is the woman, and you can see that they look alike. The only difference is the skin color. What is this woman saying? Exactly who is this woman? Can we run a dossier on her and get to know exactly who she is? This is the woman. She was born on the 3rd of September. Oh yes, in 1975, a day after my birthday. My brother, my sister, and this woman here, Shayla Penelope Bartels Sam. Some people say Penelope. Correct pronunciation, Penelope. My brother, my sister, Shayla Penelope Bartels Sam. That's her name. She was born on the 3rd of October, 1975. She's a Ghanaian entrepreneur, a politician, and she currently serves as the member of Parliament. In fact, she was actually a member of Parliament for the Ablekuma North constituency in the Greater Accra region. She won in 2020. In 2024, she was kicked out. My brother, my sister, and this is her dossier. In fact, she served on the Finance Committee and the Works and Housing in the 8th Parliament of Ghana. Her father is QUEENMOTHER Bartels, a politician who is well known in Ghana. Flip the page. Now watch this about her. It's interesting. Now her professional background is this: entrepreneurship. Before politics, she was a lead consultant at Totobi Limited and the CEO of In Charge Global Limited. In fact, she went to school at the University of Ghana, Legon, and she holds a certification in digital finance. And I need you to underline that. Digital finance and project management. She gained political prominence for founding the Hope Campaign, a volunteer mobilization group instrumental to the NPP's 2016 victory. Dash it away. This is the woman we're talking about. And Bartels Sam has recently been vocal about enforcing the Cybersecurity Act 2020, calling for the extradition and prosecution of individuals involved in the unauthorized distribution of sexual images. Dash it away. Now, this woman is a heavyweight. She was instrumental in the NPP's victory in 2016. Her father is an astute politician who served in so many ministerial positions and also as an MP for 3 solid terms, Ablekuma North. And his daughter inherited that seat. She has the secret. She has a certificate in digital financing. She's interested in the digital world. What we don't know, she might know when it comes to this digital business. What is she quoted as having said? Watch this. Government brought a Russian to deflect attention from the cocoa crisis. I would have said this was fake news. And my brother, my sister, is attributed to Penelope. And this she posted herself. Perfect distraction. The government imported the Russian to create a distraction from cocoa. This is what a former MP, who is supposed to be called an honorable, is saying about a Russian who came into the country, violated her gender. And that is her way of saying sorry to all those ladies who were violently violated, and dehumanized by a sex predator with no common sense. My brother, my sister, that is what she said. The government decided to bring in this guy called Yecheslov Trahov, whatever his name is. And my brother, my sister, this is supposed to cause a certain destruction because the cocoa industry has come to a halt. It is so sad that a woman over 50 years will look at younger people of her gender in the eye and tell them that the government intentionally did this. It's saddening. My brother, let us go into exactly what this woman is saying. For these people, they are only interested in propaganda. For 8 years, they were in power. And what did they do with the power Ghanaians loaned them? What did they do? Brother, my sister, they decided to destroy the economy, go on a borrowing spree, saddle the economy to a stagnant horse, and when Ghanaians could not take it anymore and hit the road in demonstrations, they unleashed policemen on them. Sometimes they violently even cracked down demonstrations. Today we kick them out. The cocoa sector was totally destroyed under the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who this woman helped so much to win elections. It hurts me that serious national issues, people like this can trivialize that. If you can trivialize issues like this, I am tempted to say that you were not fit for office in the first place. A Russian came into this country, dehumanized our young ladies. Ghanaians are crying about that. Some people's marriages would end. Some people might even be totally, in fact, dehumanized. They will never think right again. It's finished. Some of them would have broken relationships. Some of them will carry this shame till the end of life. And if the best sorry you can give to these people is, oh, blame your government. Your government intentionally brought these people to come and destroy our focus on the cocoa industry. This reminds me of Napo. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. Do we all remember when school children were brought all the way to the Independence Square for a certain registration and school placement? And some of them stood under the sun for so long, they couldn't take it anymore and started collapsing. Matthew Opoku Prempeh said it was Mahama, who then was in opposition, who was responsible for that. He was the one who put people in buses to come to the venue and pretend to collapse. You see how our politicians can behave so foolishly. Think about what people are going through. Think about the predicament of the nation. That is why you are there. But if you want to win cheap votes by doing some of these things, nobody will take you serious. My little bit for this woman, Shayla Penelope Bartels Sam, is that I expected something better from you. This is a game for men who have no common sense. But I am tempted to stay away from using those words on you. If you were cracking a joke, then it's a bad joke. If you meant it, please give us some very good evidence. Or else we will lump you amongst those people who just want cheap votes without looking at what would happen to the nation after. You are a disgrace to Ghanaian politics. You are a disgrace to womanhood because other women are going through hell. We as men have refused to publish photographs because we respect women. But if you are supposed to be a definition, not the definition, a definition of womanhood, then I am embarrassed what kind of woman you are. I'm ashamed. How could you? For you, it's a joke, it's cantata. For you, it's key soap concert party. Mahama is doing something that your president was never able to do. Since he came into power, there hasn't been a single problem. It's over 1 year now. Cocoa issues that you bequeathed to this government. Instead of helping to solve that, you are talking about an issue that directly affected women and still affecting women, trivializing it and making it look like a joke. You should be bowing down your head in shame, honestly. You should bow down your head in shame. That's your way. I am glad that the cyber people are on the heels of this guy called Yecheslov Trahov, whatever his name is. I am happy that Sam George and his people are also asking for extradition for this guy. But how easy is extradition from Russia going to be? We do not have an extradition agreement with Russia as a country. If we are now going to sign that, then it's a whole different thing. How Sam George is going to pull that through, we are watching. But it looks like the Russian government might not be too cooperative, looking at our recent history when we did not support a few things that Russia got involved in, especially the war. Whatever it is, our people have demonstrated that, yes, we are ready to protect Ghanaians and we are not ready for any nonsense. In conclusion, please, sweet ladies, put some value on yourself. The way forward for every African is Pan-Africanism. The way forward for every African, I said, is Pan-Africanism. Let us hold on to Pan-Africanism, self-pride. And if you love yourself and you are proud of who you are, I am not sure that anybody could just walk up to you and say, follow me. And you follow them like zombies. We are still following this story. My brother, my sister, we shall bring you more. It's the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kuku Show them up. And here, we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey! Hey, yo! Wayo!
just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin, breathe in the aroma, let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean, you feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente, luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente.
Blackpot, Kuku show, man.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Show, and here we speak truth to power. If you have not as yet subscribed to this channel, please hit on the subscription button, and right after that, on the notification bell, so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch us. This is the Blakk Pot, and we are called Black Empire Media. Oh Lord, God have mercy. We are the headquarters of the truth. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you and we love you. Now, if you need to have a really good bath, you know what it is? You know what it is? Oh, yes. You know what it is? Tesori Orient. This is what we are talking about, my brother, my sister. It's premium quality and most affordable. And it's proudly distributed in Ghana by Daddy Ash. And the phone numbers are there. Or they come in a number of beautiful fragrances. And we are taking you from the bathroom with the same beautiful smell throughout the city, throughout the town, in the same freshness, in full confidence. Oh yes, it is soft, it is smooth, it is silky, long-lasting, oriental fragrance. Oh my God. And it is rich in ladder. A little goes a long way. And we are talking about Tesori d'Oriente. Tesori d'Oriente. This will turn every shower into a royal experience. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. Tesori d'Oriente. Thank you. We appreciate you and we love you. Of course, if you want your business to be on the show, you know what it is. International brand, international standard. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Oh yes, the whole world is watching us. This is the headquarters of the truth. In my name, Blakk RASTA. Story number 2. Watch this, my youths. Totobi Quakyi freed at last. Geralt. Totobi Kwakye. He's simply known in Ghana as Totobi Kwakye. He served as a minister of information. In the days of Rawlings, he was most popular. These are the people, my brother, my sister, who helped to foundation Ghanaian politics the way it is right now. In fact, a lot of people in Ghana today remember him for his work as information minister in the days of Jerry John Rawlings. He was straight to the point, very professional, very powerful. Oh Lord. So powerful, extra powerful. This is Totobi Kwakye. And for some time now, he's gone quiet. Age is running around him and giving him a good bout. But recently, John Dramani Mahama decided to pull him back into the fray of politics. He said, you know what? We can't let you just go away with all the experience. Much as I want to involve younger people in my government, you are a whole library of experience. Come in. And he pulled him in and pushed him to become the boss of Ghana Gas. Oh, yes. So when he got in there, whatever it was, there was trouble. And what was the trouble? Asset declaration. President Mahama made it clear. The very first week he became the president of this nation, one of the things he said, anyone who brings me the first scandal, woe betides you. And he asked everyone to declare their assets. He started by declaring his own assets. A few people were caught in the web right after the date elapsed for them to come out and declare assets. Now, Totobi Quakyi is a very experienced politician, and he allegedly got caught in the same web. Therefore, Shiraj was asked to investigate. Shiraj today, as I speak, my brother, my sister, has cleared him of any misgivings and misdoings. Ghana web says, after declaration saga, Shiraj clears Mahama appointee. Run the story and watch this carefully. Now, the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, Shiraj, has delivered its judgment on the petition filed against the board chairman of the Ghana National Gas Limited Company, Gerald Totobi Kwakye, for failing to declare his assets as required by law. Gerald Kofi Totobi Kwakye. Now, the commission in its decision held that Totobi Quakye had not necessarily violated the law on asset declaration, Article 287 of the 1992 Constitution, which mandates it to take action against public officials who violate the law. Shiraj explained that although the board chairman had not filed his asset declaration form at the time the petition was filed, he subsequently did. Initial checks with the audit service Exhibit A indicated that as at 1st December 2025, the respondent, amongst others, failed to declare his assets and liabilities. Now, the audit service subsequently informed the commission per a letter dated 28th January 2026, that's Exhibit B, that the respondent, amongst 3 others, had since declared his assets and liabilities on 9th December 2025. Dash it away. My brother, in our country, because of thieves who inundate our political scene, it is difficult to have asset declaration work. Can I repeat that? A lot of our politicians are thieves, worse than Ali Baba and his 40 thieves. My brother, my sister, and this is what they do. They make sure that they do not declare their assets. Some under-declare, and some put the assets in the names of family members. Some of them are ghosts. They will return and change ownership and take that. They have a way of doing that. President Mahama came into power and he said, you know what? We want to be able to account to the people of Ghana properly. Tell us what you have now before you fully take your appointment. If it's 1 house you have, 1 car you have, at the end of your tenure, if you have 10 cars and 10 houses, you should be able to tell us how you made extra 9 houses and extra 9 cars. It is done in England. I spoke with Ambassador John Benjamin. You could better call him High Commissioner. British High Commissioner to Ghana when I visited him in London. And he told me, Blakk RASTA, if today I drive a new car to the Parliament House of Ghana, I will be summoned and I would have to give reasons, proof and evidence how I came by this new car. If I won a lottery the other day or somebody gave me a gift, they will now ask me for the gift tax. My brother, my sister, when he told me this, oh my God, I looked at him. In my country, it's not like that. Politicians go free without accounting for anything. That's what is happening in the cocoa sector. Why in Edu was in there? We were told that he performed so abysmally. He caused a lot of financial loss to the state. Yet he's working free. Nothing has happened. Ken Oforiatta was here with us. He did all the silly things in government. Today, we are struggling to extradite him into our country. And the shameless guy cannot even say, you know me? I am who I am. I don't care what it is. I'll go and claim my name. The coward is still hiding there, using our alleged stolen money to hire lawyers to keep him safe. He is paying people to fight his own country, Ghana. What a shameless, block-headed idiot. It hurts, my brother. They came to beg us to vote them into power. They promised us that they would serve us with integrity and honesty, and of course, probity and accountability. Today, they are running away from us. The alleged stolen money, they are paying big lawyers that the Americans themselves will not dare go for because they are too expensive. It's over the ceiling what they charge. But they have the money to pay ridiculously these guys to defend them against their own country. It's like the days of slavery. We were crying that we will not leave this country. We were crying that we will not leave our land. When the white man was forcing to take us away, today they have given us the go-ahead to return. And we are still holding on. Those at home are struggling to go where our ancestors didn't want to go. Where did we go wrong? Accountability is gone. Yet they are the first people to quote the Bible. They are the first people, my brother, my sister, to read the Quran to us. Yet their bank accounts are filled up to the brim. So Muhammad said, everybody must declare his or her asset. If you don't, you can't be part of my government. A lot of people did. A few were beaten by the date, and they had to end up as the appointment committee decided to march all these people to the offices of SHRAJ, Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice. Totobi Quakye is the first to be exonerated and freed. Today I spoke with him before coming into the studio, and he was so excited. He said, Blakk Rasta, I will never do anything wrong. I am a lover of my country. Yes, I was late, but before I was even dragged to the commission, I had already filed it. I think a few days after I was late. And I explained, and everybody knew that I had an issue why I was unable to be on time. Now the rest are in the pipeline coming. Are they all going to be exonerated? Those of them who are going to be caught in the trap, will Muhammad kick them out? Will he maintain them? You can trust the president to say bye-bye to them. After all, he's a man who wants to keep a very powerful legacy. In the interim, how can we hold our politicians accountable for their tenure of office? Why is it that politicians generally do not like accountability? Again, how can the electorate put some respect on himself and start running after these politicians and asking them for peanuts? It's sad when you go to the constituencies where the MPs are. Everybody, honorable, 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 give me this, give me this, give me this. You are the employer of the so-called honorable. If he is an honorable member, then you are most honorable because you chose him to serve you. If we finally make ourselves dishonorable and run after these people and ask them for peanuts, of course, that is when they start to look down on us and treat us like trash. Put value on yourself. Put value on yourself. To President Mahama, I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you for this very powerful move. Asset declaration. In fact, it is a requirement of public office, political office, most especially. But a lot of people sidelined this in the past. President Mahama said this must happen, and all his appointees decided to abide. When the tenure is done, we will find out from them what they have been able to pick up again while in office. And we'll ask them to tell us how they got them. That way, our nation will be accountable. That way, our politicians will know that their only reason for being in power is service. Is the Blakk pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we have a final story. Hey ya! Hey you! Wayo!
Blakk pot. Kuku show man.
It's the Blakk pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. Please subscribe to the channel. We are called Black Empire Media. We promise that we're going to run with the speed of the horse. We apologize for the late start of the show, and we never take your time for granted. Here is the Blakk pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. Final story. Story number 3. Watch this. Reason FRAFRA Queen Mother was beheaded in Ashanti. Reason FRAFRA woman, a Queen Mother, a royal, was beheaded in Ashanti. We woke up to the news, first published by My Joy Online and then picked up by Ghana Web, that a certain Queen Mother from the Upper East region of Ghana, a FRAFRA woman, correct terminology, a Grushi woman, was beheaded. Brother, my sister, and photos of the looted grave splashed all over in the media. It brought tears into my eyes because this was a Queen Mother who served her people very, very well. My brother, my sister, it happened in Mampong, Ashanti. Late Queen Mother's grave looted in Mampong, Ashanti, or Ashanti Mampong. Head chopped off. The correct word there is not exhumed. To exhume a body has a certain level of legality. You understand? But to loot is all criminal. To exhume a body has a certain level of order. But to loot is so disorderly. residents of Asante Mampong in the Ashanti region are reeling in shock following the reported desecration of graves at the town's public cemetery, including that of a late Queen Mother of the local FRAFRA community, according to myjoyonline.com. Now, the incident, which is suspected to be linked to ritual activity, has sparked fear and outrage among residents after the grave of the 85-year-old Queen Mother, who passed away last year, was allegedly broken into by unknown persons. Dash it away. Now, the woman died just over a year ago, and there was a big ceremony for the woman. FRAFRA people all over the community came around. In fact, representatives were even sent from Bolgatanga to come in and be part of the ceremony. There was a lot of dancing. There was a lot of grishipito drinking. And the whole town saw the power of this woman. While she was alive, she was a symbol of order and togetherness, unity. In fact, other Northerners who did not even have representatives in the area saw her as their representative, whether they were FRAFRA or not. She had been a Queen Mother for so long, and she decided to be in the area after her own ancestors had moved from wherever they were and came to the area to live. My brother, my sister, in death, they dressed her very beautifully. They did all the dancing and everything. She lived in the area for so long, all her children started even picking up Akan names. One of her children, called Yao Unso, said, "Hey, we have never seen this disgrace, and we will do everything possible to unravel the mystery behind this desecration." What exactly was Yao Unso talking about? Now, the grave of the Queen Mother was broken into, looted. They carried the bones after 1 year of the dead body being in the grave. My brother, my sister, rotting up, and now bony. They carried the whole coffin away. When the cemetery man was told this, he rushed to the place. The assemblyman was also called. He rushed to the place. The grave was empty. They looked around to see if some bones had been dropped or the coffin had been dropped. The coffin itself, oh my God. Until the next day, when the coffin was returned, the coffin looked quite fresh after 1 year of being down there. And the bones were still right there in the coffin without the skull. So they took the head, better still the skull of the Queen Mother, and eloped with that, and brought back the coffin and left it there. It didn't look like it was an ordinary grave looting. The police in the area is busily looking into this. When we spoke with the assemblyman of the area, Honorable Kwame Nkrumah, he told us point blank, the police is working very hard to get to the bottom of this case. But people in the area are so traumatized because this woman was so loved. I asked him some other questions, including, why do you think the head was taken away? Who could have done that? I started off by asking him exactly what happened. What was the incident all about? Watch this.
The incident happened last week, Thursday, around 10 o'clock. that I got a call from the grave diggers at the Mampon Cemetery reporting to me that somebody that a certain woman of age about 85 years who was buried almost a year ago, the coffin has been taken away, the body has been taken away. So they reported the case to me, then I immediately went to the scene. Rather unfortunately, when I reached the scene, it was very embarrassing and very pathetic that the incident occurred. The woman who was buried about a year ago, the dead body has been removed from the dead body has been removed. Then we just go around the area, around the cemetery area to find out if it is around that area. But it's rather unfortunate we couldn't find the dead body. So on the next day, that was Friday, around 10 o'clock, some of the family members also who wanted to go and witness it from their eyes called and told me that they have found the dead body around the same area under a certain tree. So I quickly rushed to the scene and I called the family members. Then we went to the scene. After that, we went to the police station to report the case to the police and the environmental officers to take up from there. It's rather unfortunate that when the grave looters who loot the dead body, after returning it on the following day, it's rather unfortunate that when they returned the dead body, the head was not part of the dead body, so the head has been taken away. We consulted the family. And immediately I accompanied the family to the Mampon police station to lodge a complaint. So after the police has come in, the family has now take their steps to go through ways and in which they will find what exactly happened and those looters who came for their dead body. It's rather unfortunate that I can't tell for now, but something has never happened in Mampon town here since I was born. We don't know exactly where they have taken the head to or what they are going to use it for. Maybe people will guess that maybe it will be some people for Sakawa or for some rituals. That is what the rumor is saying. But as of now, we cannot detect exactly what they have taken the head for. As of now, the police has not given us update, but they are still on the investigation because we have reported the case to them. They are still doing their investigation, but no update from the police as of now. For now, we have some men at the cemetery who take in charge of the cemetery day in and day out. But we cannot suspect anybody as from now unless the police come out to tell us anything, because the police has said their men underground to do their checks. So we are waiting for the police.
Honorable Kwame Nkrumah, thanks so much for talking to us. There were so many people talking in the background, but we ultimately were able to get him out of his busy schedule to talk to us. 85-year-old FRAFRA queen, after serving the people for so long, died. Buried after 1 year, grave looters went for this body, took off the head and threw the coffin away. The Honorable Assemblyman believes, in one way or the other, that these are Sakawa boys who want to go and use it for ritual purposes. We spoke with the family as well. The family has decided not to speak. They have all moved all the way to Bolgatanga. As you heard the Honorable Assemblyman say, they have gone there to do ways and means. Ways and means in Ghana. When you say ways and means, you know what that is. Yao Unso, who is a son to the dead Queen Mother, said he will never let this disgrace go without accountability. So they were on the way to Bolgatanga. When we placed the call, they will not talk except to say, we are going to consult our ancestors and know what to do. Who took up the head of this woman? How easy is it to have access into a cemetery, especially in a country where ritualists are always going round looking for dead people's bones and all that. Finally, they said this has never happened in the area. How about other areas? Is it now the turn of Mampong Ashanti? Achremade. Wherever it is, sad as it is, when we lose our loved ones and we bury them, we always say rest in peace. But if now they have to rest in pieces without their heads and legs and some other such parts of the body, then it is truly sad. The police is working very hard to deal with this situation. But the family said they will not depend on the police alone. They are in Bolgatanga. And they will engage the fetish priests, the traditional priests, and soon we will hear more. Queen Mother, rest in peace. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak total power. I remember we have sponsored by the kind courtesy of Totobi Quakye. It's an Italian product and it comes in different flavors. Oh Lord. In fact, we also have the forest massage. It smells like the flowery forest. And all that you need to do with this is have a quick bath. It's a shower gel. And the smell does not only remain in the bathroom. It takes you through the whole day in the hot African sun. Many would ask you, what perfume have you used? And it lathers so well. Turn every shower into a royal experience with Totobi Quakye. It is soft, it is smooth, it is silky, it's long-lasting. We're talking about the oriental fragrance that everybody loves. It's unique. And it goes a long way with you wherever you go throughout the day. It's of premium quality and made affordable. Proudly distributed in Ghana by Daddy Ash Limited. Thank you so much. Your business can also be on this platform, international standard. All you need to do, my brother, my sister, is to give us a call. Yes, on our lines, and we are ready for that. Dash it away. Now, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. Okay? Let's see your comments. And we will be done for the day. Thank you so much for being with us. We promise you we're going to keep it very fast and very brisk. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and please do business with us. Okay? Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than excited to do that. Okay? Benazu says it's time. Bawa Uwa says welcome. Blakk Pot. Jason Strat says fire. Yeah. Maxwell Kokroko Komla says Black Rasta. Always the best. Nana Ogum Powers, Black Rasta, Muwa Fire. My greetings to the spiritual president, Chief Kamshina Zaid, the world boss. Oguyami Prince says, good evening, Black Rasta. It has been a long time. Kudos, more fire. Yes, Oguyami, where have you been all this while? We miss you. All right. Jamal Ali Elias says, welcome, Black Rasta. Godfather, Godfred, Kwashiga Eja says, I'm doing the listening in Dubai, UAE. Black Rasta. You have made me love your show. Patriotism. Our country or nothing. But to pay Urien. Ras Okokofi Sun Moon says, come here. Sean Street Storm says, still waiting. Shatawali. Joseph Jehuapia says, why put this guy's picture close to that of the president? Nimanche Lagaden says, the master of all truth. Tell a friend to tell another friend to tell yet another friend that we are here. It's the Blakk Pot. Share the broadcast. Charlotte Agbekam says, is the show coming on or not? Certainly it is. It will always happen. If we won't be able to make it, we will always tell you that next show we won't be here. We would always come. And please bear with us. We will deal with this. Gradually, we are getting there. Thank you so much, Charlotte. We love you. Ni Manche Lagadan says, the master of all truth. Tell a friend to tell another friend. Okay? Ras Okokofi Sumu says we are still waiting. Oh. Grace Owusua. What a beautiful name. Owusua. Watch this. Mohammed Awal Usman says story number 1. Watch this. My brother, my sister, dash it away. Live from Germany. Love you, my brother. Okay? Akana Yozurai says, hi, Blakk. Bless up. Watching you live from Torino, Italy. Blakk, I have a question. Do you have anything that you dislike about Kwame Nkrumah? Because you always talk good about him. In fact, Kwame Nkrumah is a hero. I remember when I was in Dubai, a lot of people talking and asking me about Kwame Nkrumah. And there was a day I met a guy who was coming from Ethiopia. The first thing he asked me was about Kwame Nkrumah, the hero. Of course, there are a few things about Kwame Nkrumah that I wish were not there. In fact, he believed the West in one way or the other, and that let him down. And he wrote about it after he was overthrown. His own classmate, former classmate, was brought in as the ambassador of America to Ghana, one Mahoney. And this ambassador Mahoney was close to Nkrumah, and he was feeding information to the West, which finally got him overthrown. So Nkrumah was a man who had a very soft heart and allowed his enemies to get so close to him. That's one thing I will say I wished was not part of Kwame Nkrumah. My brother, my sister, this is the Blakk Port. Ras Okokofi Moon says, come here. More comments coming in. And we have Kamshina Zaid. Say, Blakk Rasta, more fire. Greetings to you, sir. I have been out of town yesterday, but I missed your class. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you. Highest Tiny says, watching you from Accra, Jamestown. Adams Bob says, Blakk Rasta, you are simply a joy giver. Wonderful reportage. More vim, brother. Bob Adams, live from Dubai, UAE. Oh, you deserve a salute of patriotism. Love you. Okay? Pat Awo says, hello, Blakk Rasta. Hi, Pat. How you doing? Mark Romeo Ofori says, Obake. Professor Blakk, thank you so much. And Obake simply means welcome in the beautiful Gat language. Julius Womeno says, good evening, Blakk. Samuel Azintaga says, Blakk, more fire. Akanayo Zura says, Blakk, don't worry about the late starting. We are always available for the show because we love the show. Yes, I know you love the show. Apologies. We love to be disciplined. Nkrumah preached discipline, and we would like to keep this. But for now, we are a little imbalanced because we are still employing so that we'll be able to stand and deal with the time properly. Other people can do other things that are all on my head. Okay? Very soon you will see a bus, Blakk Empire Media. And when you see that, just clap for us and say the headquarters of the truth. If you can't say this long thing, just says kuku shodemo. Just say that. Okay? Albert Linton also says the only local musician to have visited the Pentagon. We love you. Respect. Who is that local musician who visited the Pentagon? Can we know? Anyway, which way, more comments coming in. King Faisal said, good evening, fellow members. And he says, more fire, Blakk Rasta, keep the fire blazing. Wayo. Ernest Adumako Kumi says, did Ghana review him before giving him a visa? Yes. Yes, he went and then he got a visa. My brother, this question, you are almost making me come out with some other things. But let me hold it till we finish with the investigation. All right? Tamchuku, aye. Daga Jifado says those affected ladies need a serious psychological and emotional support. I agree with you. This is not time to blame them. The guy needs to be brought here for a proper health screening. Because of what he did, our courts can order some tests to find out if he transmitted anything to these ladies sexually. This is when we have to show love to the ladies rather than spreading their photos. I have seen videos from the private sites of this guy. There are things I wish I could say, And there are some things I wish I could show you. But ethically, it is wrong. Any which way, it is what it is. And what this guy did, my brother, he exploited the lady's trust. And I hate it when people betray the trust in people. Anyway, more comments coming in. Send them via YouTube. Let them also come via Facebook. Pakwesi Owusu says the black truth is on. Mami Mary says, Black Rasta, thanks for speaking truth always. Thank you, Mami Mary. I met a lady at the China Mall a couple of days ago. I had gone there to buy some air freshener for the studio and all that. And I was looking for the best, okay? So I was directed there, and I went to Chinatown, actually, at Makati, Wager area there. And then this woman, an older woman, she should be about 62, 65. She saw me and she was saying, Kukushanamo! Kukushanamo! Blackport! Into my shower her day. My shower her. She was with the daughter. And you could see that the daughter wasn't too excited about what this woman was doing. You know, there are some people, when people praise them, they don't really feel comfortable. They feel like they should rather get it, or for some reason, or if you praise him too much, his head will swell. You know, but this lady kept saying, Kukushanamo, Kukushanamo. And I also continued to stand and receive all the funds to the chagrin of the beautiful lady she was walking with. Interestingly, when I took the corner, the young lady came over. He said, please, my mother wants your number. I said, are you sure? Or is you? You know, I'll give you the number, but let us have dinner with your mother. Make sure your mother comes. And if you are married, bring your husband. But promise me one thing. You would share Black Empire Media, get as many people to subscribe as possible, show me evidence, and I'll take you to dinner. And then we became friends instantly. Feel free. Support Black Empire Media, the Black Port. Zion Genesis says he's listening. Riches Banks Jr. says, Black, I love your sense of humor. May God bless you. Thank you so much, Riches. We love you. We appreciate you. More comments coming in. All right. We have Godfred Praise, and he says, Mami Mary. Yes, Agbashi Victor says, Pakwesi Owusu PSS says, NPP never again. Dandaura says, Mr. Black, may God bless you, Ghanaians. May God bless you. Ghanaians are proud of you. More fire. Thank you. Daga Jifado says, on the other hand, this Russian guy distracted everyone from the good image I Show Speed presented to Ghanaians when he came. He distracted everyone from the good image I Show Speed. I Show Speed's presence in Ghana was created. So that's somebody's opinion. And I think so. He distracted the world from what I Show Speed came to do here. But whatever it is, we are beginning to bring him to justice. Okay? Thank you so much for that comment. That's a beautiful one. Godfrey. Or Daga. It's Daga, right? Okay, so Godfrey Pace says Daga Jifado. Yes. Mami Mary says Black Rasta. It's unfortunate that women are their worst enemies. Some women have no empathy for their fellow women, but rather jubilate over their downfall. It's a shame. Always playing politics in everything. Instead of finding solutions to this scandal from this evil Russian guy, it's now a game of politics. Oh, Mami Mary, you have spoken my mind. It's sad. Look at what your gender is going through. And all you can do is play politics with this. What a flippant. More comments coming in. All right? Nasrullah Harun says Black Rasta and propaganda. Na 5 and 6. Hey. Ebe, Nasrullah. What propaganda? How about propaganda na here? Or you made a comment 6 months ago. We are now seeing it. Nasrullah. Godfred Praise says they will just prosecute him in Russia. No, bring him to Ghana so we can whip him with Barazoo. Nasrullah Harun says, I really don't believe this journalist is a Rasta man. Rastas don't lie. Which journalist is that? Which one? Okay, it's the same Nasrullah and propaganda. Nasrullah, we would love that you tell us the lie. And if you are sent here to do propaganda, we will just remove you and direct you to the propaganda page. We are not saying don't criticize us. You can criticize, but tell us why you think that there's a lie here when it is the headquarters of the truth. When you saw the when you saw the Nasrullah, minimum, I'll come for you so that we'll go for dinner. You hear? Anyway, Roberta Amenuveve says, just love the advice from the big brother to ask the ladies. Thanks. Says she loves the advice. Thank you, Roberta. Okay? And Nasrullah Harun says, Godfred prays, it will be possible for Russia to hand him over. Okay. So we're finding something interesting to talk about. Nasrullah, thank you. Godfred prays, says Nasrullah Harun, so why are you still watching if you think he's lying? Kaya Jeme. Eugene Agbefe says, greetings, Rasta. Ramadan Kareem. Blessings to every household. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Ramadan is beginning for Muslims across the world. We want to say Ramadan Kareem is one of my favorite months. I love to fast. I love fasting. I love fasting. That's why I have 6-pack. You all know that, right? Nasrullah Harun says, cause he will read comments after his propaganda. Godfred Praise says, Harun, it will be a big deal or trade. Russia wouldn't extradite, but rather will prosecute him in Russia. Well, we would also watch from here if that is what is happening. But at least he would have been prosecuted, isn't it? Doppy Conqueror says, what will Blakk Rasta stand to gain for deceiving us on this platform? Please, big bro, Nasrullah. You see that? Don't spend too much time on this. Let's go on to the positive things, all right? It's our country. Once in a while, you have people come in and try to distract you from the thing. If you focus on it, Wani Boy says, good evening, Blakk. Welcome back. Emmanuel Ania says, king of exclusives. Welcome. Ameto Michael says, hey, yo. Hey, our country or nothing. Notre pays. Rien. JDLGA says, greetings, Blakk. We are live. Why, our country or nothing. Raskaba says, assalamu alaikum, my big brother, Blakk Rasta. Thank you so much. May Allah continue to bless and protect you. Always, inshallah. David J says to Black Messiah. The Black Messiah is back. David J says, watching you live from Wembley in London. Thanks so much. We respect and uphold you in high esteem, my brother. Thank you. Patrick Nate says, our country or nothing. Emmanuel Ania says, Blakk is the true. Is it true Ken is trying to form a new party? Well, it came out that it's not true. People were just lying. Okay? Patrick Nate comes back and he says, we are ready for the masterclass. Prof shoots to power. Thank you so much, Patrick Nate. Ameto Michael says, stop investing in these modern women. The only best asset you have is yourself. Stop investing in them. Rama Adam says, hello. Hi, Rama. How are you doing, Rama? Rap Thunder says, welcome, legendary Blakk. Emmanuel Ania says, Blakk, you are indeed the voice of the media. Randy Abe has finally adhered to your advice by cutting down the salaries of Kokobo. I'm glad you are saying it and I didn't say. Yes. We always get results. In fact, we were the first to talk to Kokobo and say, hey, if they are not getting it, then don't get it too. It's normal. My children cannot be hungry and I am sitting with a plate full of food. It don't make no sense. You see? And Randy is a great guy. He listened to advice and boom, he's put it into action. Yes, I would have wished that they will cut it in commensuration with what the farmers are losing. Farmers are losing 28%. That is, they are getting 28% haircuts, right? For the new products that they are bringing in. So for that matter, Randy and his people across board should have also lost 28% or even 30% of their salaries, not 20, and then some people lose 10. But at least half a loaf is better than none. All right? And the big question is, what are they going to do with the money that they are losing now? How much is it going to be? What is the crop period? From what month to what month? This should help us stand. Look, if we know that sectors that we are controlling do not work, and the fact that these sectors do not work or fail to work affect us and our salaries, we will always make sure that they work. A man who knows that as long as this thing works, he gets more money. So when the thing is beginning to fail, he finds every reason to make it work. That is what we want everybody to do in Ghana. If students are failing in the school, teachers should get 50% haircut. Yes. So they will make sure that every student passes. Not by kululu, ways and means. No, we should work hard. If a factory is failing and making losses, all the workers there should start getting haircuts. If I were president, that's what I would do. Me, when I work in a company and I realize that I am not making money for the company, I won't take salary. I will actually resign after I've done everything that I can to make sure that the company makes money and is still not making money. I will resign. So my employers have to convince me that your presence here is giving us a value that is bigger than monetary. And that doesn't make me a saint. It's just simple principles. If I work in a company that is not making money, and every month I go to take salary, I have a conscience. It hurts me. I'm like, what the heck is happening? I work here. No money is coming in. Yet, I'm being paid. And I proudly go and take the money. But also, I resign it. Money is not coming, so I'm going. Maybe a better person will come and bring money. Then my employer would have to sit me down and say, look, it's not all about money, you know. Your presence here is helping this, is helping that, is helping that, and this is how much we get from that. Again, it's not all about money. It's also about the information. You know how many lives you are saving? And it is a corporate social responsibility to have you here. And we are doing that. Then I can stay. Have I made my thing clear? Yes. That's how it should be, my brother. Rap Thunder says, Blakk, you are indeed the voice of the media. Randy Abe, listen to you. Thank you so much. Raskaba says, the Black Pot with Professor Blakk, Rasta himself, more fire. Charlotte Agbeka says, Blakk is super late today. Late. Forgive us. Back rooms. Let's go, Rasta. Emmanuel Ania says, Blakk, truth be told, you keep inspiring most of us positively. It's my prayers you never depart from the truth one day like others. Oh. God has heard your prayer. I never departed from the truth when my beard was all white. In fact, when I didn't even have a beard. Now the beard is getting white, like my producer's beard. I'm sure if we were to derail, we would have derailed now. Fact, anyway, it is what it is. Thank you for the prayer, Imalel Ania. Ali Salfu says, good evening, Rasta. Hi, how are you doing? And then, this one here, Manizo says, my regards, Black Rasta. I truly love your show. Keep the fire blazing. From George Dele, Germany, Dortmund. Thank you so much, George Dele. And he says, my regards, Black Rasta. I truly love your show. Keep the fire blazing. And this is George Dele, all the way in Dortmund, Germany. Thank you so much. Floxy Florence. Wow, beautiful name. Floxy Florence. Say, her, come here. Watching live from Windsor, Canada. We love you, Floxy. How you doing? Yeah, one day when I'm in Canada, anytime soon. I've been to Canada a number of times. Let's meet. and go watch the Niagara Falls, okay? It's one of the places you go to. And if you don't believe in God, you will believe in God immediately. Niagara Falls. Hey, there are things. Alasan Dauda says, watch this. George Dele from Dortmund, Germany says, this is the Black Pot. Here we speak truth to power. From George Dele, Dortmund, Germany. Welbeck Francis says, welcome the Black Pot. Abdul Kadir Nu says, we day around for you, Black Rasta. Thank you, sir. Eniado Nani says, hi, family. Solomon Ajete says, fire. Welbeck Francis says, the guy must be arrested and jailed. We'll take 2 more and we'll be done. Eben Law says, Black Rasta, Daddy misses you a lot. Watching you live from Doha. Keep the fire burning for God and country. I came to Takrady the other time and many people did not know I was in Takrady all these years doing Good News FM and so, oh, minyum papa. Ah, them pepe, them Rasta man here. Oh, minyum no papa. Ah, hey, minyum no papa. Me say, enyi I say, ah, je wakra. Ah, eto jumbia. Say, so they only remember Black Rasta in Accra. A lot of the youth coming up in Takrady on Kaide, Black Rasta or Good News FM, you know, Oboja. Anyway, Tadi, I love you. One of the cities that transformed me from a boy to a man. I thank you, Tadi. And thanks so much to TH for Kwakyes, SARS Squad. I had very good friends in them. And they took me around and showed me places. Oh, Lord. Such wonderful friends. God bless them. Oh, God. Schema Media says, greetings, Black Rasta. If you could resume reading the quote of the day as you used to, it will greatly benefit those of us listening on our headsets at work, as the messages are always insightful. Okay. Message of the day. All right. So we'll see. Maybe before we start reading the messages, we'll go to the quote of the day again, look at it, and then hopefully look at the message. We'll see how it works, okay? He's at work, and he's listening, and he's working abroad. Oh boy, Juma, in the snow. He's working. He cannot watch. That is how it is abroad. He has the earpiece here. And he's working. His supervisor comes around to see him working. When we are talking to him, he can't hear you. He's listening to the blackboard like a radio. Oh, Jesus. Bless this brother. And bless all the other people who work very hard and they find solace in listening to the show, watching this show, because they want a better country. Please have mercy on them and give them grace, oh Father. Schema Media says, an educational. Chris Ohene Asante says, greetings, Black. With all due respect, have you even seen a white person in Ghana prison? Oh, yeah. Oh, they are there. I go to Sawan prison almost every year. Play for the people, dance for the people and all that. Every 11th May. Free. This year, we want to resume it by the grace of God. We'll see how it works. Okay? And I see white people in there. They're there. Alasan Dauda says, watch this. Emily Nola says, laugh out loud. I also pray and watch it. It's so disgusting. I also pay and watch. So Emily also says she went to watch this Russian guy doing his things. There was one I watched, this big woman, this heavy woman, slim, beautiful waist. And she was virtually screaming in pain. And when the man finally screamed that he was done, you could see that she was heaving a sigh of relief. A woman should never be taken through that. Never. Rap Thunder says, I am sad for this woman. Legendary. It means they can do anything to come to power. We are waiting. Abdul Mustafa says, hi, Black Rasta, Ramadan Mubarak. Hi, Mubarak. More comments? And we are done. All right? So, our quote for today says, when a state fails its people at their critical point of need, words of sympathy don't mean a thing. And this is Professor Kwakye. He's a security capo. And this man here, oh my God, said this in response to the terrorist attacks in Burkina Faso, where tomato traders from Ghana were shot and killed in Burkina Faso a couple of days ago. And he said, when a state fails its people at their critical point of need, words of sympathy almost don't mean anything. And this is Professor Kwakye. Oh, and this man here has spoken my mind. My brother, just like the woman, Shayla Bartels, the state has failed when it puts people like her in power. Because all they do is to trivialize issues. The state is trying to get this guy to come and be accountable. For that matter, that is the most important thing right now. If the state is not able to get this guy back, we shouldn't laugh at them. We would have failed them. And any sympathy that follows next is a joke. Dash it away. It's the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonamo. And here we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much to Totobi Quakyi. Oh, beautiful. And make sure you pick up the numbers and call and go get yours. It's all in support of the show. It smells so good. Very soon I'm going to start to dash some Totobi Quakyi. Yeah. And when you bath with it, very natural. And it gives you some fresh smell. The numbers are on the screen. Thank you so much, Totobi Quakyi. It's a product made in Italy for the Ghanaian market especially, and also for the African markets. That is why it's called Dorient. It's the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonamo. And here we speak truth to power. Time now to say thank you so much for being part of this masterclass. We love you and we appreciate you. We apologize for the late start of the show. We have kept our promise to end the show quickly. And I believe that you will be with us here again tomorrow, 6 p.m. sharp. We will be on time. I promise you that. And again, please share the broadcast and recommend us to others. Until such time when we meet again tomorrow, and in Black Rasta, on behalf of my team here, we want to say, God bless you. Our country, and you respond, or nothing. Notre pays, and you respond, ou rien. Our country. Notre pays. This is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonamo, where we speak truth to power. Hey ya! Wayo! Wayo!